pretty simple. All I did was I cut out the hole here on the, original plexiglass shield. Then I 3D printed this frame. It's actually in 3 pieces. So there's the side piece here. See that? Got this side piece here. There's this top piece, and you can see up there there's a fan. You can see there's a fan up there, and it sucks air from behind the tablet. So the tablet is elevated away from the dash like half an inch, and I cut a hole where the battery is, and I stuck heat sinks to it with thermal tape. There's heat sinks on the battery so that the battery is always passively cooled. And then when you turn the car on, the fan turns on and it sucks air out. There's a top piece on top of the tablet. See that surrounding it? And then there's the little plastic piece underneath it. I don't want to take this all apart because it's a pain in the ass, but yeah. See, there's a little gap up here for pressing the lock button and the volume if I need to. So it's easier to reach. And yeah, it's pretty simple. It took a while to get this all to fit because, this is like a double curved surface. This is curved this way. It's also curved this way. And it's also, it's just multiple curves. So it was kind of a pain in the ass to get to fit. I wanted it to go all the way down here. See how it just ends right here? But it was just too much work. It's just a lot of work. And then I realized afterwards that it would probably not fit very well. Because this already barely fits. You can see it's all scratched up here from putting it in. See those scratches? But yeah, it's a very simple setup. Nothing too fancy. I don't know if you can see it, but the charging cable is right there. And it just goes up into the little hole. And then they have this little charger here. And it just goes up here and then it plugs into there through the USB, and that's it. Super simple. This is just hooked up to some 12 volt somewhere. I don't know where it is. The tablet is rooted, obviously. And I have a program called, or an app called Automate It. So when it charges, it turns to full brightness. It turns all functions on, like, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, everything. And then it automatically opens this app, Toyo BD app, and automatically connects. So this is now connected to the ECU and everything works. And then when I turn it off, it automatically just closes the app, and it has a 5-second screen timeout. So 5 seconds, and boom, turns off. Just like, regular car would. And the backlight is Bluetooth controlled, which is pretty sick. Oh, and then the fan is also controlled through the tablet. Hear that? So you can either turn the fan on yourself here, or the Toyo fan does it by itself. You can go into device features. You could set what temperature it turns the fan on, what temperature it turns the fan off. There's an actual audio trigger for an alarm. Set which things you want to show. So this is all the stuff you can show. You can even, if your speedometer works, which mine doesn't, like say you have, a manual Celica or whatever, you can set it to learn which gear you're in. It does it based on speed and RPMs, but mine's on GPS speed, so it kind of jumps around all over the place, so it doesn't really work. What else? Engine specs. This is where you set what engine you have, injector size, or piston, or cylinder size, basically. And then that's how it determines your miles per gallon. That's what it is actually outside right now. It's 68 degrees right now. And the car hasn't ran today, so that's why. There we go, fix that annoying noise. But yeah, when you're driving, you can't even hear it, obviously, because this car is loud as shit. And then you can also change the units. You can change the percentage of the throttle instead of degrees, and speed. You can click on each thing, make it bigger. Do that. And there's a whole trip computer too. Tells you how long you drove. Yeah, it's dope as shit. And it's cheap as hell. This whole setup was like, I don't know, like 150 bucks maybe? Stock ECU, you know, nothing to worry about. If you have a stock ECU, this is the way to go. It's freaking badass. Oh, let me show you how it is set up in the engine bay. Diagnostics port, I took it off of the intake because it sits lower then, because this plug is pretty big. And then the VF2 pin on the diagnostics box gets wired into the injector wire. And then the pooparoo comes. Hey, you all wet?
Yeah.
You're all wet.
We're playing with the sprinkler.
He's playing with sprinklers. And then it goes from the diagnostics port. I extended the wire because this comes with a pretty short wire. And then stuck it in here. And that's the fan harness, which goes here into the relays and to my fans. It only controls this fan. I have this fan on a switch, as you know, if you've seen my other videos. It's pretty fucking awesome because it's just on stock ECU, which is the best part. You really can't get diagnostics on a stock ECU or stock OBD1 ECU. So this is pretty badass. Yep, we got a puppy. His name's Teddy. He's 2 months old. He just loves to chew everything. He's the biggest floof in the whole world. Right, Teddy? You're the biggest floof. Look at this floof. All floof. Yeah, he's all floof. He's a Samoyed breed, which is an Arctic dog from Siberia. So, he likes the cold, as you saw with the ice cubes in the pan. He loves the cold. Everything is too warm for him. So that's why we're out here in the morning at 7:30 in the wet grass. Because he loves it. He loves the cold grass. Just he does. So because of him, I haven't really had time to make any videos. So things might slow down for a little bit, and then we'll pick back up. But how can you be mad at this little floof? Look at him. Look at this little floofy. How could you say anything about this little guy? And I just hit 500 subscribers. So check that out, ding dongs. We hit 500 subscribers. Can you see it? Probably a little bit. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe that shit. I don't get it, man. That's crazy. 500 people care about this? Why do you care about this? Look at this pile of shit. But thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I really like doing this. This is so much fun. I really hope I could do this a lot more. So, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys think it's fun, too. Because, yeah, this car is going to be sick once it's done. Oh, check it out. I installed the shift loop. So, no more fumes coming into the interior, which is great. Well, there's still fumes, but it's just not as bad. There's no more heat. This really stops the heat, which really helps a lot. So, yeah. Next up is brakes, and they're all the parts are almost here. So we got brake lines, we got rear brake pads, we got rear rotors, and we got front Supra rotors. We got super pads. Yeah, just waiting on the calipers now. That's all that's left. Calipers are the last piece to the puzzle. And then we're going to do a whole brake overhaul. And that's going to be sick. I don't know what color to paint the brakes. I'm not sure. Because I really want to paint them. I don't want them to be just, raw metal. So, not sure what color to paint the brakes. I'm not going to tell you what color I'm going to paint the car. You might have seen the little swatch on the back of it. That is the color it's going to be. So if you have seen that, good for you. You know what color this car is going to be. If you haven't, go watch my videos. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I have to go walk the puppy again and again and again, literally every hour, because he's 10 weeks old. I say it so many times, but this is so much fun. Everybody should do it. Everybody start a YouTube channel, and we'll all have shitty SC YouTube channels, because there's not enough SC love on the YouTubes. Nobody has an SC. Everyone's got a 240. Everyone's got a R32 or whatever. Like, come on. Where's all the SCs and Soarers? Look at this piece of shit. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, I'll stop rambling now. Thank you everybody for watching. See you on the next one.
America, America. Do you have your passport?